Hi, everybody. Okay, I kind of have to apologize because in my area there was breaking news from like 1:55, I'd say. So if there was anything at the end of the episode, like the very tail end, I don't know because I didn't see it. Okay, but everything else is like whoa. Okay, now um, let's see. Will and RJ meet today. And so you get a sense of their relationship. And they're a little friendly but not extra friendly. And then RJ says, "Well, you're a lucky guy." And Will says, "Why would you say that?" He says, "Because you have a beautiful and smart girlfriend." I'm like, okay, those are fighting words. That's the words of somebody who wants your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whatever the case is. Okay, I have that in mind. And then they switch over to Deacon and Sheila. Finally, thank you, God. Okay, so because I've been waiting for somebody to ask, well, mostly, namely Sheila, Kimberly Brown, because woo, Kimberly Brown, give it up. Okay, but I've been waiting for her to ask her husband what is going on with you and Taylor. Like, legit, what's going on here? And finally, she said, I was like, thank God. But then Deacon still hides under the well, she's helping our marriage and you know, I really appreciate her. And I'm like, dude, okay. You might appreciate her, but you also want to be in bed with her. We all know it. So come on. But also keep in mind, and this should be in the forefront of your mind. If you're dealing with Sheila analyzes people with no regret. So watch out, Taylor, because if you get in whatever with her man, mm, you're pretty much a goner, sweetheart. And that's being nice, okay? So watch out. But on the flip side, because that's Sheila's side, that's Sheila's mentality, right? Okay, on the flip side, Deacon is talking to Hope. And see, I think Hope is Deacon's like soundboard kind of, you know. And so he says, so how's married life? And then she answers, and then she also asks him a question of what's going on with you and Sheila. So she's the second or you and Taylor. So she's the second person to say that, and I'm like, yes, okay, because we're finally going to get to the crux of it. I hope. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Honestly, didn't mean to do that. But okay. But Hope talks like I do because she said, "Oh, I see what you tried to do there. You tried to evade the question." I'm like, "Yeah, score." Okay. So, but she said the sweet thing was, "Okay, I may not agree with what you're doing, but if you and Taylor really have a connection, I'll support you." I'm like, all right, that's a good family relationship right there. That's cool. I like it. I may not like the methodology that both of the adults are doing here, but I like the fact the daughter's going to be supportive of her father despite everybody else. So that's cool. All right, now getting to the main deal here. Why I say that Bold is on point. Well, because two reasons, really. They move stories along, and also I think they look at what viewers like and don't like, and they work with it. Now, sometimes they don't clearly, but most of the time they do. And okay, so here's the thing. Um, when Will came in, and they're talking about dinner plans, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll make you chicken teriyaki. And then he kisses her, because they're boyfriend girlfriend, so that's what you do. RJ had a look on his face like, oh boy. Okay, so then cut to, and this is almost at the end of the episode, right? She gets a call from Ivy, her aunt, who is the designer on the jewelry line. And somehow she says they're on a budget, they're on the thing, and they got to get stuff done. And I guess there's a tight timeline or something like that. And then she has to work late. Okay, so clearly we're talking about story evolution here. Clearly, they want to see if Elektra and RJ, well, clearly they're going to make them a couple. But clearly, they're going to put them in situations to make it easier to become a couple faster. So that's going to be the button heads with Elektra and Will. I thought it was going to be the Dylan chick, but maybe I'm off. I don't know. And where did Dylan go? Okay, like, don't do this to me. You get me involved with this chick, and you make me like her and not like her, and then she just poof. Where did she go? What are you gonna do with her? I want to know now. I want to be invested in this girl because see, I thought she was going to be the thing that came between Will and Electra, but no, RJ is going to do that. So what's Dylan going to do? Dylan's going to be on the wayside. It doesn't make sense. Please help me with this piece. I don't know. All right. Bye, everybody.